So this is heading down Coronado, heading into the Yacht Club area. Again, if you look at the history of Cape Coral, these are like the original buildings. This is where Cape Coral was first developed. The Cape Coral Parkway in Coronado area. Some of the first sales centers for developers were there. And you'll see the oldest homes in Cape Coral for the most part are in this area. You also see new developments as well. So there is new growth. You'll also see places where people have torn down a 1950s or 60s house and put up a brand new, giant home on these direct access lots. I'm going to just show you kind of where we are here on my map. You can see that we're kind of at the peak here of Cape Coral. And like here's a brand new beautiful house. They probably had very minimal storm damage here. It looks like it's up high enough that the water probably didn't get in, and obviously with brand new concrete block the wind did not destroy that. You'll see some older homes are missing roofs and pool cages, a lot of trees. You do see that most of the palms made it, so that's interesting to see what trees did in fact. Here's some nice pines, some sort of pines I think that made it. But if you're not from here, the Yacht Club area is like an iconic area. Now we're gonna start seeing most of these homes down here were flooded, and you're gonna see that they had to pull all of their belongings out of their homes. So it's super, super sad. I mean, it's horrible to see this. And they're not going to be normal for quite a while other people are starting to feel more normal. I mean, there's a mangled boat there in the yard. It's going to take a long time for a lot of these people to feel any sense of normalcy again. You see roof tarps pretty much everywhere, debris. The RVs are there. There's a boat in the middle of the median there. The RVs are there because Cape Coral used to have like a short-term allowance for RVs. It was either 3 or 7 days depending on situation, I think, or I don't know, I could have changed. But anyways, they're giving people 180 days now because they realize that a lot of people, they can't live in these homes, so they can stay in an RV outside of their home while they're repairing it. I mean, tons of fences down. Any kind of privacy fence, whether vinyl or wood or anything, is pretty much gone or destroyed. A lot of chain link and the railing fences did make it through the storm with minimal damage, but all right, they're not wanting anybody down here now. I know a couple of days after they were allowing people here, but they just, rightly so, they're just closing this off. This is the boathouse in the Cape Coral Yacht Club. There's the beach here. I recently just had a whole aerial and video made of this area showing how beautiful it is, and as you can tell, it's complete destruction now. Those boats are all destroyed, and the pier is pretty much fully gone. There's some posts left. That was the little tennis shop, boathouse tennis shop. It's just, I mean, it's terrible. This looks like another looky-loo, and I wasn't planning to be a looky-loo. I just happened to be picking up something from the title company and decided just to go by and just see what everything is looking like, because I am getting a lot of questions, and I think that people are going to be surprised when they see how it looks. This isn't a few days cleanup. I mean, we're talking months, years in some cases, of how long this cleanup is going to be. So people need to be prepared when they're coming here. The other thing to keep in mind is that there are not any deals down here. Everybody wants to just steal a property, people that maybe can't afford to replace it or don't want to do the repairs, or whatever the situation may be. And I'm seeing properties listed. There's that boat again. And literally the roads were all flooded and boats were just everywhere. Here's some all piled up there, and they were literally just on land, all different places. It was the nuttiest thing to see. Anyways, I'm seeing properties that are listed for sale that people are just selling as is. There's another canal, and they're selling for prices that they were selling for before the hurricane. Because what's going to happen are people are going to remodel these. See, like these older homes here, some of these are much older. They're going to come in like that one, you know, that one. They're going to come in, and whether it's the current owner or somebody else is going to pick it up, depends. And they're going to have to remodel it to probably new codes because of that 50% ruling. And instead of having a, you know, $800,000 house there, they're going to have a $2 million house there. And that's just what these values are going to be soon. It happens in a lot of the areas where, you know, major catastrophes like this happen. It just is what it is. So, you know, you can still purchase something and remodel it and have a great investment, but don't think that you're buying them for half the price that they were before the hurricane, because I'm just not seeing that. Now, that could change, you know, once things kind of settle down and people really have a better understanding of what they're dealing with. We may see a little, you know, lull in the market. Perhaps, perhaps not. I'm not a fortune teller. It's just like when Hurricane Charlie happened in 2004. I had just gotten my real estate license and I was worried what was going to happen to our area. And that's when the market boomed. And after the COVID hit, I was really worried. You know, we had 2 months of complete shutdown, but after that, again, the market boomed. So I don't know what's going to happen, but to me, it seems more likely that everything's just going to be more expensive. When we look at the beaches, for instance, we see, you know, mostly total destruction. You know, Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, Captiva, Pine Island, Matlacha, a lot of those areas. And so you know that they can't put back those same type of buildings that were there before, those older buildings that had been there forever. They're going to be putting up, you know, these giant concrete block monstrosities, and the whole look is going to be different. The whole cost is going to be different. It's going to change everything. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about investing down here. Just make sure that you're understanding things, because if you see a house that's listed and it's being sold as is and you think, oh, all it needs is, you know, some walls ripped out, some paint, maybe some floors and a roof, think about it, because it might require the whole property to be brought up to code, and that could be an elevation thing, it could be a whole new roofing system, it could be a lot of different things that they may require.